I'm John.
And together we're OCB
Reactions.
And today we have Ween. We're returning to Ween with Voodoo Lady.
Voodoo Lady. And
it's gotta be better than Spinal Meningitis.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that song was just...
It was hard.
It was...
I mean, it just made me think, like, I knew a kid that had spinal bifida.
I had spinal meningitis.
That sounds worse. But the spinal bifida kid, what a wonderful little boy. But then last time I asked about him, he's like, "Oh, Ben, don't bring him up." And like, what? Like, he passed. I'm like, oh man, it's like that's all I could think about was I know it wasn't spinal meningitis. I've been tested for it.
No, I was caught quickly enough that there was no permanent damage or anything, other than maybe psychologically. Yeah, I mean, like daily spinal taps.
Yeah, that
kind of screws with you as a kid.
That noise. That's the worst part.
And I forget how long I was in the hospital. I know it was over a month, but Ween is one of those bands though that you never know
what you're gonna get. Yeah. Like, this is the block of geniuses, I guess, because Ween, in its own way, is like a twisted little genius of a band.
Yeah, just probably infected with drugs.
I don't think they're on drugs. I think they're just weird.
Oh, okay. But hey, before we go on, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share. Share, please. Help us grow our channel. Because one thing we do want to get back to is doing live shows. I mean, it's not like we do it every day or something, but it'd be nice to jump in every now and then because we actually love interacting with you guys.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I mean, it was the most fun I've ever had doing this.
Yeah. So, yeah, Ween, once again, you never know what's coming up, especially if they're not one of the bands you regularly listen to.
Yeah, and they've been gone for a while, too, so it's like...
Well, let's go ahead and get started and see what we're in for. If it's anywhere near as bad as spinal meningitis, I'm going to get angry. I don't care what you say, drugs.
I mean, it's like basically like the best of college rock. Basically, is how I know it's. I'm not in the mood for this.
Actually, this I'll be honest.
I like it.
I'm having fun listening to it, but it's not something I would ever listen to. This just isn't my thing.
And then that's all it is. It's like, well, right now, it's like I like it. I'm enjoying it, but I'm not like after what we've had before. I'm just not in the mood for it. It's like it's light, it's fun, it's
Well, it's like I said. I'm not saying it's bad.
No,
it's just
not bad.
Not my thing. This is not something I would ever just. It would never make it into my rotation.
Oh, I get that. It's like, I mean, this would be one of those like for me, probably like, oh, Ween, okay. Go ahead and let it play. I'm not going to complain about it, but it's like I wouldn't seek it out.
Right. I'm enjoying it. It's kind of fun to sit here and listen to, and also kind of like the last song, it's placement.
Yeah.
It's where we're listening to it in the day. But yeah, this is just
it's kind of a cleanser though from the other stuff.
That's true.
It's simpler and it's fun and it's
But yeah, this is just one of those, like, I like it. I'm having fun listening to it, but it would never make it into rotation for me. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and get this finished out.
Voodoo lady, shaking that stick, driving me crazy. Voodoo lady, oh yeah.
I think they should, it's too late now, but Ween should have went to Slayer and said, hey, Kerry King, this is how you play a noise solo.
Voodoo lady, shake that stick and drop it crazy. Your eyes are red hazy. Doing the stuff that you do. Messing me up with your voodoo. You're driving crazy with that boogie, oogie, 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 oogie. You're driving crazy with that boogie, boogie.
Yeah,
By the end, it was starting to get stuck in my head. Like I'm gonna be singing this song in an hour or two.
Yeah, I'm gonna
come back.
I'm gonna be driving home going boogie oogie 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 oogie.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no. But like I say, it's light, it's fun.
Yeah.
But just not my thing. I'm not saying I hate it or that I even dislike it. It's just the style and whatnot just doesn't resonate with me.
It would. I mean, back in the day when it came out, I probably hated it just because the people that would introduced it to me. I was like, I don't like you. You're pretentious buttholes. Not that Ween is pretentious, but it's like.
Well, I'm not sure what year this came out.
I don't know.
I think I first heard of Ween when I was in the Marine Corps.
I was in college, so at the same time.
And so thinking of it like that, it's like, yeah, if I would have been the Marines that would have introduced this to me, would have been like those the preppy beach volleyball Marines. Not the ones I hung out with, which were either country Marines or heavy metal Marines. But it was fun. I think also I'm just not in the mood for that.
Well, yeah, my mood was like I was not ready for it. That was a bad choice to end the block on. It's like, other than that, like I said, I don't have anything bad to say. I really enjoyed it, to be honest. And by the end of it, it's like, that's going to be stuck in my friggin' head.
Yep.
It's going to come back. And
Okay.
it finally knocked Karak Ongren out of my head.
Yeah, you're gonna wake up in the middle of the night going boogie oogie oogie oogie.
Which is better than like, I am God. It's like
Oh, but no, that you know,
okay,
it's
great. That's back in my head now.
Yeah, but once again, thank you for suggesting it. I didn't hate it. I didn't dislike it. It's just not me.
The more it's just sitting there, the more it's stewing there, the more I'm liking it. So that's good. That's out of here fairly well.
Boogie oogie 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 oogie.